Hello everybody, this is Janice, and I am back with Distress Ink and Cricut cuts. Today we're using spun sugar on our little fish that came from Everyday Paper Dolls, or Paper Dolls for Everyday, I don't know, either way, whatever you say, potato, potato. And we're going to take this, and actually I'm going to flip this over because there might be a little leftover ink from my other project. And I am going to make this a pretty pink base. Now if you wanted to make him, like if you want to do like blocks of color, you can do that with your Distress inks. You can just use your whole foam applicator as a as a stamp. But that's a whole other technique. Maybe we'll do that one next. And we'll give him a color blocked look. I learned most of everything I know about Distress ink from Tim Holtz himself. He has great videos. You should subscribe to the Ranger YouTube videos, as well as the Hero Arts, as well as Two Peas in a Bucket. They have a lot of people that do these techniques. Sherry Carroll is another person who's really great to watch, and I just learn from the best out there. Okay. So now, what we're going to do to our little pink fish is we're going to take this Harlequin stamp that I got from Joann's on clearance. I don't remember what the brand was, but, maybe it was, it may have been Inkadinkadoo for all I know. I just don't remember. I'm sorry. And what we're going to do is we're going to add tea dye. So, tea dye Distress ink. Okay, and then after we apply this color to the background stamp, we're going to do something called a kissing technique. We're going to use a darker color of brown, which is the walnut stain, and I'm going to use a Hero Arts background stamp this time. This one is the thank you. It's just a thank you text. They have one that's a friendship text. I'd really like to get maybe when I go to Archivers this summer, if I go to Archivers. Depends if my friend Dawn wants to go on that field trip again. She lives in Atlanta, or near Atlanta, and so we did that last year. It's one of our little field trips that we take. We go there in July, and we just scrap the whole time that I'm there. We scrapbook, make cards. She has 3 daughters who love to play with my son, but they also love to paper craft. Okay, so now we've got the text imprinted onto the tea dye, which is on the background stamp. And then we're going to take our little fish and just put him there. And we could use our brayer, we can use our hand. It's easier to use your hand when you use the paper because you can't really see. Like with your hand, you can kind of feel around. So these are just different techniques that you can do. Okay. And there we go. So now we've got printing, and you really cannot read that text, but you can tell that there's a design just on the stamped portion, and I absolutely love that technique. So there you have it. And I just wanted to show you on my previous one, I added that little eye, which I colored with a Bic Market and then added a little green bling. But I also outlined the entire fish. It's such a busy pattern that I felt like he needed just a black, something to make them stand out. So I did that to him, and I'll probably do the same thing to this guy. But this time, last time I used my Jelly Roll pen, which I really recommend. I love this for journaling. I use it all the time. That one and the white I use all the time. But I do have the black soot, and there's two I can't talk. There's two ends. There's a brush end and there's a fine end. And you can use it to add your little details. And I'm not going to do dash lines because I feel like that just adds even more busyness. So I'm just going to go around each of these little segments here. And of course, you know, I'm doing this around a camera, so I can't be as precise as I might be if I was just... And just add those little details. The Cricut actually cuts those into the cut. So all I have to do is follow, and then I'm going to take and stay as close to the edge as I can. Again, hard to do when you're doing this around a camera, but I don't mind because I love sharing with you guys. Okay, so now I've gone around the entire fish, and we'll do these little lines here. There's a couple down here too. And I don't think I want to do his fin because I'm going to make his fin stick out like that. And then I'll just add some color to where, let's see, oh, where's my other end? Gotta make sure you cap these till you hear it click. Oh, I have the wrong side. There we go. Okay. And this one's actually sponge sugar as well, which is what I used on his body. So I'm just going to mark with a pencil where these are. Oh, this one has no point. Useless pencil with no point. So now I'm just going to color that in. I'm going to go over it a couple times so it can be darker. And there we go. And then we need a little something to add an eyeball to the center of this guy. I got it black. Or like this, this little iridescent looking bling. Or this big giant one, I don't know. Either one, any of these would work. I think I'm just going to use the tiny one. There we go. And that's it. Thanks for watching.